I and a lot of other people out there have been saying for a long time that Elon Musk isn't the guy that you think he is. He isn't this person out here fighting for freedom of speech. He doesn't actually care about any of that. He's a businessman and he wants to put microchips in people's heads. He sells electric cars that can shut off certain features if you don't follow the rules of the road and things like that. He's not the guy that you think he is. He's not this freedom absolutist that he claims to be on Twitter. But here, as you can see on the screen right here, everything is proven. Elon Musk has pretty much admitted the guy that he really is. He's admitted that he's a fraud. He's not actually that interested in freedom of speech or any sort of freedom. And he says right here, I am excited to welcome Linda Yaccarino as the new CEO of Twitter. Linda will focus primarily on business operations while I focus on product design and new technology. Looking forward to working with Linda to transform this platform into X, the everything app. And if you don't know who Linda Yaccarino is, we'll go into that in 1 second, but that's kind of his admission of not being the guy that everybody thought he was, or a lot of people thought he was. People like me and a lot of other people out there. I know that you're watching this video. If you probably have been knowing that Elon Musk was a fraud this entire time, if you followed the Eliza Blue situation where people were never unbanned from that situation, I don't know how she had so much pull with YouTube and Twitter, especially with Elon Musk, who claims to be about freedom of speech. But nobody got unbanned from Twitter unless they deleted their Eliza Blue tweets that violated 0 terms of service, that violated 0 laws. Nothing was wrong with those tweets other than Eliza Blue has connections to Elon, has connections to Ella Irwin. That's the only reason why those tweets or why those people were banned, unless they deleted those tweets. Brittany Venti, months after, I think it was like 3 or 4 months after, finally deleted her Eliza Blue tweet and then got unbanned from Twitter. So it's not like Elon Musk really cares that much about freedom of speech, and that's just one situation. The Eliza Blue situation was just one. I'm sure there's a ton of other situations like that I don't even know of, that you don't even know of, that also happened that were very similar. Just people with certain connections. I mean, we have Nick Fuentes is still banned on Twitter. Ye is banned on Twitter. Alex Jones banned on Twitter. Like, this dude doesn't care about freedom of speech, dude. He just doesn't. He just doesn't. And this hiring of this new CEO proves that completely. If you don't know, this Linda person is a WEF, a World Economic Forum member, a board member. Here is a tweet from the Died Suddenly account. This is reportedly the new Twitter CEO, pro-mask, pro-vax, and participant in the World Economic Forum. Under her Twitter, the Died Suddenly film would have never been allowed to see the light of day. Elon, if this is true, please reconsider the decision. Let's check out what she has to say right here.
Linda Yaccarino here, class of 1980. We're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about masking up or packing up. I promise you, we're doing good so far. Just keep your distance, get your hands washed often, get tested often, and wear your mask. That'll get us closer and closer to normal days. We are resilient. We are tough. Keep doing it. And we'll be back at Beaver Stadium before you know it. Mask up or pack up. We're almost there. We are.
We're almost there, and I guarantee you it went on for probably 2 more years after she made that video. And as you can see on the screen right here, I didn't even plan this, but it has RIP Twitter is trending. 56,000 tweets saying RIP Twitter, because everybody understands the gravity of the hire that Elon Musk just made for his new CEO. And there's just so many people who disagree with this hiring. If this is the truth, I might delete my account forever and say goodbye to Elon Musk for good. I would not have paid for the blue check mark had I known this. Never support World Economic Forum. We also have this video here. We're not going to watch the entire thing, but she says some very interesting things that just totally go against everything that Elon Musk and Twitter has been so far. I don't understand this hiring at all. I don't understand it at all. It's not good for PR. It's not good for the actual platform. Let's check out what she has to say right here.
I can talk about, things that my company is doing to accelerate, right? To accelerate what we were doing already, but realizing that it wasn't enough. So what immediately started happening was that under the leadership of Brian Roberts and Jeff Shell, Comcast set up a fund to the value of $100 million to fight social justice and equality. And obviously supporting many, many important groups. But it really made a very public statement that
pretty much the entire rest of the video is just her talking about how her former company was taking the right steps to fight social justice and equality, as you can say right here. Yaccarino commended her company's progress of hiring 50% of women and 50% people of color. It's just, dude, it's just rinse and repeat at this point. You can't trust any of these companies. You can't trust any of these corporations, and you can't trust any of these people. The right and the people who claim that they're free thinkers out there are so quick to hitch their wagons to people, and then they get so shocked every single time they turn out to be frauds, every single time they turn out to be not the people that you thought they were. Elon Musk being no different. I never was one to hitch my wagon to people quickly. I mean, in the past I have done it, but I learned my lesson really quick. You know, I learned that Elon Musk is probably not the guy that everybody's thinking that he is. You know, it's pretty obvious. And then the Eliza Blue situation, like I said, just totally red-pilled me, or I guess kind of black-pilled me on Elon Musk. I just don't trust him at all, and for good reason. Obviously, we can see now because he hired somebody who's literally on the board of the World Economic Forum. Here is her LinkedIn, and you can see right here, World Economic Forum. So she's very proud of it. She's not trying to hide it at all, and Elon Musk has to know. He has to know that she is on the board of the World Economic Forum. Here is Gypsy saying, "It was fun while it lasted. I'll be moving to Truth." I was thinking the same. So there's a ton of people who are leaving Twitter. As I said, it's trending over here. Rest in peace, Twitter. Here is Sneeko talking about this is the new Twitter CEO. It was nice while it lasted. Goodbye, because he's most likely going to be banned. Ryan Dawson, probably also going to be banned really soon. The new Twitter CEO working with Robert Kraft, the billionaire Jew busted getting happy ending massages from trafficked Chinese women, who worked for Global Apollo under Leon Black, the guy that gave Jeffrey Epstein $180 million. Elon was never what y'all thought. He's vaccinated. Yeah, I mean... It's very obvious to me if you just look at his actions instead of what he's saying, because he says things that sound really good. He says things that sound like he actually cares about freedom. He actually cares about the American people and making the social media space as a whole a better place when it comes to, you know, not trying to rig elections and things like that. Just being a free speech platform, letting the marketplace of ideas play itself out. All those good things. You know, it all sounds really good, but his actions say things that are just totally different. Like I said, the Eliza Blue situation where people are getting banned for violating zero TOS. Zero TOS. That's a complete violation of freedom of speech that he claims that this platform is. The Twitter files stuff, in my opinion, were definitely blown out of proportion. I don't think that much came out from that situation, from all those Twitter files leaks, that we didn't really know already. Like, it was good to see that stuff officially come out, but most of that stuff we kind of already knew already. It was just kind of confirming a lot of things that we already knew, and I think a lot of people blew it way out of proportion, like this is some grand reveal. Like, it really wasn't. Here's Leah Halpern saying, and then he went and appointed one of them as Twitter CEO. What happened? Here's an old tweet from Elon Musk saying, World Economic Forum is increasingly becoming an unelected world government that people never asked for and don't want. It's insane. Like I said, he says things that sound really good. He says things that sound really good to everybody. All the stuff like this. And then, you know, he tweets stuff like this. People are like, oh, Elon's so based. I'm so glad that he's a new Twitter CEO. I'm so glad that he owns Twitter now. Things like that. And then he just goes and does things that are completely to the contrary of everything that he's been saying. Elon Musk is an absolute fraud, and the new CEO of Twitter is proving that, and everybody understands. It's not like the World Economic Forum is some like very niche group that only a few people understand are truly running the world and trying to take away our rights and things like that. You will own nothing and be happy. Like, that's a very common thing that everybody knows is going on now. Pretty much everybody knows, unless you have your head buried in the sand. Everybody knows that this stuff is happening now. So Elon Musk isn't fooling anybody. Maybe it's part of his grand plan to really get freedom of speech on Twitter. I don't think so. I just don't think the guy really cares that much about freedom of speech. But let me know what you guys think in the comments about the whole situation. What do you think about Elon Musk's new hire for the Twitter CEO? Do you think that this completely proves that he's a fraud, or what do you think's going on there? Let me know what you guys think in the comments.